right. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone had a good weekend. The market dumped like crazy last night. Everything's down currently. Still tired from the weekend. Just tired, man. Just tired. Did a little reorganization of the Discord, so hopefully that looks a little cleaner. I mean, just a little bit. Didn't change that much, though. Yeah, everyone's quiet this morning, huh? I see how it is. No one likes to talk. All good, all good. I had to load up NQ today because MNQ wouldn't enable for me for some reason, and then I bumped up the risk for fun. Update hopefully maybe late this week or over the weekend for next week. That's the current plan as of right now. So yeah. So what do you guys think the market's going to do on open? Anyone know, or anyone have an idea? Or is anyone going to say anything? That's the question. I think we might get a rip on the open, honestly. Think you're going to dump? I think we might pump a little bit first, and then we're going to dump. But yeah, I would think a lot of people are going to just panic sell. That's my guess. Oi. Oi, oi. All right. Yeah, seriously. Pretty much the same thing as last week, huh? Dumped 600 points last night. Just gapped down 600 points. Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right, market opens in 5 minutes. Boy. Good morning, WFS. Good morning, Jules. Even if you restarted Illustrator, should be fine. Weird. And clear cache? Interesting. Not sure. Not sure. There's a little dump right there. Well, it's actually a pretty big dump, but you know, a 15-second candle. Just because MNQ wouldn't load this morning, so I bumped it to NQ, bumped the risk for fun. But I did switch it, you know, sim, because I don't like trading NQ on the 32 range. I don't know why my MNQ wouldn't enable. Something to do with the update, but Ben fixed it. I just don't have the current update that he has fixed for now. Sending that over to me in the next day or two. Then I'm going to test it for a few days. If all looks perfect, then we will send it out to everybody. Yep, a little bit of news. Yep. Debating, like, do we take a manual short like into the open? I think that's a terrible idea, but like I kind of want to do it. Yeah, NQ is good. I agree. I just prefer MNQ because it's more accurate risk. But NQ is great. I do agree. Tends to be a lot of really, I won't say, it seems like there's potential for better trades on NQ, but more risk. Open more risk, right? So, and I trade MNQ also on the live because I don't want other people just joining and thinking to do NQ is the right move if they're on like a 25K account or something, because that does happen quite often. Yeah, I agree, TJ. I agree. Okay. Curious what we do on open. Very, very curious. We could just as easily pump as we could dump. Good morning, Aramir. Could just as easily pump. The reason I say we could pump is usually when everybody in the market thinks we're going to go down, that's when we go up. And last week when we gapped down the like 500 points or whatever, a couple hundred points, whatever it was, we ended up crawling steadily back up to fill that gap the rest of the week. So I think, I mean, you could look for another gap fill sometime this week as well. So as of this moment, I'll lean more bullish than bearish. Curious on settings for 32 range and 48 range. I can show you. I have this one 932 start. I would recommend most people do 935. Risk per trade is up to you. Trail frequency, this is all you need right here. Except you need to put a different risk per trade. This one's on sim today because I couldn't enable it on MNQ. But yeah, so it's on 1,000 risk per trade just for fun. But and then 48 range is the same exact thing. I use that same setting for everything. Yeah, I will, Patrick. Well, generally, Jules, I don't like showing my PA accounts trading on live stream because very valid reason is people just end up copying me. And yeah, I don't love showing my PA accounts just for the fact of you have new people come in and they're like, I'm just going to copy everything Joey does, or, oh, Joey's not trading his PA accounts today, I'm not going to trade mine. You know, I don't want to be involved in everyone's decision making. Market's open. Okay, so a little bit of a dump there. Dip and rip. Levels I'm watching just as of this moment is like 150, 140, 150, and then 250. Right now we're just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not nowhere, but you know, yeah, so. Just want to trade right on open? Jeez, it's risky. Always really, really risky trading right on the open there. Careful, Jules, careful. Sim, gotcha. I see this entry though. Short entry. You would have been maybe 20 points in profit or 15 points in profit there. Crude oil's dumping. ES is pumping and Q's moving up a little. Here's the 250 area. We've already pumped up to there. See if we move down a little bit from 250s. When the update's ready. I've explained it a little bit before, but trust me, you guys will know everything when the time's ready, before we release anything, so. Really volatile. Really volatile. Careful, everybody. Boom. That was a beautiful trade I just took. Again, called out the level. There it was. Okay. Low profit so far. Nice, Curtis. Little manual trade I took. Okay. Remember the levels I called out? There's 15-second entry. So I said I was interested in 150 and 250s. So you can see here, 250. I took a short. I got filled at 51.50. Stop about there. 10 points. Okay. We're long 15-second right now. That's it. But again, this is the same setup that I was talking about on the YouTube video the other day. Okay. We wicked really far above the Bollinger Band, had a liquidity sweep, tapped into a fair value gap. Look at this 15-second run. Okay, so this was a 3.6 risk reward. I was down about $200 on the day, and now I'm up about $460. So that was a $700 trade right there. Same as that YouTube video the other day. Okay, perfect. I'll call that a day. I think it's gonna be crazy. So 15 seconds stopped out for break even. Dang, that's unlucky. We just missed first TP to happen right here. So if you had a little bit looser of a trail stop, maybe just literally instead of a 60 tick trail, you had a 70 tick trail, you would have still been in this trade and winning currently. Good morning, Curtis. Good morning, Pro Work. I believe that's Pro Work. Why am I Tom? Yeah, okay. I should win on that trade. Just, yeah, slightly different fill. So if you got like maybe a little bit better entry, a little bit less slippage, Jules, you may have stayed in that trade. Just some of it does depend on the slippage a little bit. Right back into the 50s. Look at that. Again, above the Bollinger Bands, into the 50s. See that? And we're already down 20 points again from the same level. So 24 points. Your 10-point stop could have been up here. Could have already gotten a 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5 risk reward there. But again, right there, perfect. I sold where I did because of this. This is kind of like a little 1-minute demand zone. So that's why I sold there. The base of this candle. Okay. Tight trail in 1 minute, got out early. Yeah, is what it is. Is what it is. 1 minute for us got literally 2 ticks or so away from the entry on this long, and then it pumped up obviously 60 points. Just got entered 32 range long. We're on NQ, remember, so NQ will vary sometimes a little bit from MNQ. We just got 1 point away from our first TP and then didn't trail for us, so come on, tap first TP hit. We're up 20 points and probably going to stop just because of how volatile it is. So 500 bucks there. Remember, we are on 1,000 risk per trade for fun because MNQ wouldn't load for us for some odd reason. I'm going to close my top step X. Going to close my top step X just so I'm not going to take any other setups. We do have news here in 7 minutes. All right. Nothing on MNQ just yet. Yep, all good. There is PMI in 5 minutes, everybody. All right. Yeah, we have manufacturing PMI in 5 minutes. That's medium impact, and then 10 a.m. Some high impact. So be careful there. Okay. MNQ won that trade. MNQ not so lucky. What was MNQ? Break even fold or something? Or are you saying, oh, no entry? So there's a big rip there. So exactly why on this trading style. Little tight stops, and you can get a nice move on when it's volatile, but we got 51 people in here, so welcome everybody. Drop a like, drop a sub if you're new. Okay, drop a sub if you're new. We need to focus on those subs and pump out some YouTube videos. Apex 80% off until Wednesday. Okay, so you can use my code in the Discord. I posted it. 80% off. I think it's on like all the accounts, so like the same price or something. And then I'm gonna make a video today, maybe, going over a sneaky way to pass evals without having to like just long and short multiple accounts. Like a little different. Same idea, a little different, but for anyone that hasn't seen that before, we'll upload a new video for that. So new version won't be out to you guys this week. We're finishing it up this week though, and I should be testing it myself. Well, it's not much different than the one I'm currently using. Just a couple little tweaks, but test it myself later this week for a few days. Hopefully, if everything's good, we'll get it to you guys this weekend for next week of trading. That is the current timeline. So later this week, this weekend. Used to do a coin flip at midnight, but apparently it's no longer valid. What do you mean no longer valid? Still works. I often think it works better in a little bit less volatile environment where you long and short accounts overnight. But if you do long and short accounts, a 25K account would pretty much work all the time because it has an equal profit target and stop. But 50K, I mean, the bigger the account you get, the less likely it'll work, right? The neighbor fleece that coin flipping. I don't know. I mean, I've always known you can't hedge on funded accounts. I don't think there's really any rules on evals though. We got Tom already posting some gains for the day here. Tom B. Got a lot of Toms. He is up 200 on 4 separate PA accounts, then 400 on a eval. Good stuff. Let's see. So news in 2 minutes. So I would, if you are armed, I would probably disarm just to be safe. And if you want to be very safe, it would probably be smarter to just be disarmed until like 10:05, until after the red folder news. But you know, that's up to you. So. Let's do a poll. Anyone have anything they want to poll about? I could poll about the new portfolio that we're doing. Although I'm getting so excited about that. Oh, watch for a long right here, 32. A little bit of slippage again. A little bit of slippage again. Again, we're right on news right now in 45 seconds. So again, smarter to be disarmed. I don't disarm ever for live stream just because I know some people don't disarm. So I just want to make sure I'm right in there with everybody else. So. And again, we are trading extremely high risk per trade on this chart. So if you see high wins or high losses, that is not usually normal. You can trade however much risk per trade you want. You could trade $100 of risk per trade. So if you lost this trade, you would only lose $100. Where if I lose, I'm gonna lose 1,000. Okay, so but if I win this trade, it could win 1,500 to 2,000, right? So risk per trade is up to you. Here is the news. Again, you should not be trading currently. Yep, and we stopped out there. Down 795. Again, high risk. Okay. Again, why I always mention it's much safer to not trade during news. Okay. So, and you can always preset that before the day starts. You know, you can go into your filters, set it to, maybe you wanted it to start at 10:05 today. You could do that, and then it would avoid all the news. You don't actually have to like turn these off. You can just set that before the day even starts, right? So, up to you. Here's what the chart is looking like. Again, huge range. Remember what I mentioned earlier, I think we're going to pump on open. I mentioned that, right? Because usually when everyone's bearish, that's when we tend to pump a little bit. So we did, okay. The equities, Tesla is down to 384. Meta is up at 694. Nvidia is at 114. That is not pretty, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that is not pretty. AVGO around 216. That could be a little bit worse. It's not great. Apple down at 230, and it was up at 250 like Friday. So that's pretty bad for Apple as well. Down 8% pretty much in a day and a half. So that is pretty bad for the safety net Apple. Yeah, we are dropping, so I would currently be watching 155 level and then 140 currently. So 21 155 and 21 140 are the two levels. Just be careful buying a dip here because it might not be a dip, it might be a knife. Okay. 1 minute put us into a long trade. See if we can get a little pop up, at least hit the break even trigger, but that's a solid 30 points up from where we are. So we will have to see about that. We're currently up 15 points on that trade already. Remember, you can always hop out early just by clicking the flatten button if you do want to do that, okay? There's break even. Wow, we literally, are you kidding me? Got 1 point away from TP, and then it pulls back on us? You better not. Oh my god, 1 point again. Oh my gosh, bro. That's terrible. So we got 1 point away from our TP twice. And then stopped out pretty much a little above break even, but I would like to see us continue upwards just because I think this gap could be filled sometime this week. Obviously, everyone would prefer the market just to be bullish. So, yeah. The top of the gap isn't until 554, so we would have to move up quite a bit, approximately 340 points from where we currently are, which could happen today. Most likely will not, unless we get some good news coming out from the president or something, but you never know what the market's gonna do, that's for sure. Otherwise, no trades on the current horizon unless we pump up a solid 50 points. Let's see. Yeah, we need to pump up about 50 points for us to do anything. News again in 8 minutes. The PMI numbers so far, little bearish. That's why we dropped there at 9:45. Yeah, more news in 7.5 minutes, but a lot to think about this week with the market. A lot to think about this week. Anyone taking any manual trades today so far? People sitting on the sidelines? What's going on? Yeah. Nice. We're dropping. Oh boy, we're picking up speed. Picking up speed. Went long on M&Q, cut 290 ticks. Jeez, nice. Smart man, Dan. Smart man, Dan. Yeah. Unicorn from Friday? I didn't look. Oh, I know what you're saying. He's still testing it. I'm not gonna share it until he finishes testing it. Just because I don't want people spamming messages, but I mean, it's not a big deal to wait a couple more days, you know. Whenever he's done, I'll let everybody know, but nothing that's gonna make a miracle change this current second, you know. But yeah, didn't forget about it though. Don't worry, did not forget about it. Nice, Oliver. Awesome. Again, the levels that we were watching, 155, which is a pretty small level if you really zoom in. It's really only, yeah, like a couple points of a level, but it's not terrible. Otherwise, like 140 to the upside, nothing really. Because we're so volatile that it's almost bad for that strat, so. Tesla down at 380. Not sure why Apple's dropping so heavily past few days. It's dropped 20, I mean, it's pushing $20 already, so. These candles are crazy though. I mean, just this 1 minute candle already 25 points. So very, very volatile today. If you have tight stops in your strategy, likely you could get burned pretty easy today, right? Unless you're buying at a really strong key level in your eyes. Really? What made you do puts? Just because it pumped up so much on earnings and stuff, and you thought, well, the market's going down, so you just took that bet on Apple? Good stuff, though. Potential place here. It's the middle of the Bollinger Band, though. Usually not a fan of trading in here. There's a potential short opportunity right here, though. But again, middle of the bands. Not a huge fan of it. But it could work just considering how volatile we are today. And just like that, already down 30 points or more. 40 points from that gap. 2130. Yeah, down here. Are you looking at Bookmap, Simo, or 32? One partial win, one loss. We bumped up the risk and we're on MNQ just for fun today, though, because I couldn't enable it on MNQ for some reason. So, Ninja Boss order block? Interesting. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Got real close to a 15-second long. Extra value gaps and whale orders. Cool. Sounds pretty cool. Build a strategy around it. Where do I get those? gaps from? This is an indicator. That's what you're talking about my stuff, but I don't know. Nice. 60 people in here. Welcome, everybody. If you're new, please sub to the channel. Drop a like. Goal is usually 30 likes on the day. We're only at 17. I think people are a little bit sleepy over the weekend. But yeah, help out the channel a little bit. Caught a nice 35-point manual short right on market open. Holy smokes, look at that. What the heck? Oh, there's news right now. So, so yeah, don't trade news, guys. That's why right there. I daily trade an apple from December. Nice, Dan. I can't speak on it, Mike. I was requested not to. A little bit of a little bounce there. Not too much. Look, we got pretty close to that 150 level. 155, but... yeah, we've had trades today, Patrick. We're actually in a 48 range long right now. I can pull that up. Yeah, watch these levels, 155, 140. Again, really should not trade for 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after news, which currently this is a no trade time. Yeah, we've had a partial win and then a full loss on 32 range. 64 I don't have up right now. But if you want to be really safe, you would have waited to trade until about 10:05. Because of all the news and stuff this morning, so. Guess what we just tapped? 155. And then we bounced out of it 10 points. Just tapped it again. Very volatile though. I mean, we could easily drop through it, so. If not, that's pretty crazy that we bounced there. Remember, this is what we were talking about right here. Again, according to my strategy, fall down, we're outside of Bollinger Bands, we take liquidity, we have a level. You could buy right there, 10-point stop. If you wanted to just go for a 2-to-1, it's just missed it, but I mean, you could have gotten 15, 17 points out of it, right? But I mean, it's good for scalps. Asimo's calling a 2130 long. We move down. 21030. Tapping 155 again. Keep tapping it this much, we're just gonna break through it, but bounced out of it again. Oh wow, look at that, guys. Am I calling levels pretty good or what? 155. Even if you had a 10-point stop, I mean, if you had an exact 10-point stop, you probably would have gotten ticked out, but depending on your fill, depending on where you entered, but I mean, if you were still in that, I mean, 10 to 15-point stop is what I always mention. So you had a 15-point stop there. I mean, that's a 3R trade to the high. You traded back to the midpoint of that Bollinger Band. Just that tiny level held. Tiny level. Right. That was a big buyer right there though. Very big buyer. It is turning pretty sloppy, I would agree. I would like to see a move back towards 250, but I do not think that's going to happen at all. Just got a 48 trade again. 48 range trade. That's true, Asimo. That's true. Just got a 32 as well. Pretty much the same exact trade as the 48. Does that give us double the confirmation? Not necessarily. Market is overall bearish. We know that, right? So gotta keep that in mind. I think the stop loss is in a decent, I mean, it's in a decent spot. It's a decent trade. I wouldn't say it's not a good trade, but it's definitely not the best just because overall trend is really bearish. Really bearish. Bit of a pump. We need another 10 points though. So volatile. Moving down. Moving down. Got a bad feeling about this trade. Kind of bouncing at that 155 level again. See if we can hit at least break even. I'm sure it's around 86. 86, 87. That should break even us. So yeah, I agree, Mike. I mean, overall, I would, prefer to see us fill that gap up a little. First TP hit. See if we can really get some move here. I need to catch some speed to the upside here. I don't know if we're gonna. Let's see it. Let's see it. Go, buddy, go. Go, buddy. Come on, we all know the market wants to go up. Okay, so let's make the market go up. There we go. Come on, a little more. Let's get up to like 200. Get back above the twos. Holy shnikes. You guys see how fast that just ripped? Holy smokes. You guys saw that, right? Holy smokes, man. That was crazy. SBS knows best. SBS knows best. I think I might, okay, so that's full win there as well. I might turn those off. Okay, if you, so again, I'm turning both of those off. If you guys listen to my advice, okay, or you have your own rules, trading after 10:05 is what I said, right? I think I said that. Trade, wait till 10:05 to arm, at about 5 minutes after news. That entry was at 10:06, and that was a full win, okay? This short on the 15-second is beautiful. So you would be potentially getting another long right here on the 32 range, so be careful, because I don't know about this one, but you would have gotten tapped in right now. So you'd be in this long on 32. 15-second up crazy, 45 points. I'm going to post just the 32 range and the 48 range right now. The 15-second is looking really nice. So if you guys are up, call it a day. You know, this is a pretty crazy day. So that 32 would have 100% lost. 100%, but that's okay. So this 15-second looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You did make some gains. Post them in the testimonials. This is going to be a crazy win if we get this full. I mean, that's going to be 80 points. Move that to the side for a second. Right at that 55 level again. But we've broken through that pretty much. So I'd be watching 30, 37 now, 38. Do want to see the overall trend go up though, and everything else is dumping. I mean, Tesla's dropping heavy. Apple's at 226. Meta's down 685 again. Holy smokes. Dude, we got 3 ticks away from the full TP there. Come on, man. 3 ticks. You're not gonna come back up, are you? Oh, do you guys know what level we just bounced at? Do you remember what I just said? 37, 38. We just touched 38. So, yeah. We're done there. We're gonna just be done. Happy with that. So I posted my 4 charts. So let's go through. Okay, so we have Tom with his first gains of the day. Vega up 730. Tom, holy smokes, Tom is up $1,200 on 4 separate PA accounts. Riverview 800. Us there. Let everyone know. Another PA, haven't traded. Wow. Tom B is on fire right now. So good stuff. Good stuff, Mr. Tom B. There's our 138 level again. It's not really outside the Bollinger Band, so we could move a little bit lower. And we did, okay. All right, guys, I think we're gonna call that a morning. So, pretty crazy morning. Be careful the rest of the day, please, okay? Very crazy. Besides that, guys, pretty solid day, honestly. Especially if you waited till like 10:05. There was a couple nice trades right after 10:05. So stick to your plan, right? And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. Thanks for joining. Drop a like, drop a sub if you're not subbed. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. So have a good rest of the day. Keep your eye out for a YouTube video later.